All right, we are live. Today is Sunday, February 17th, and I'm excited to be here once again in front of you. By the way, I want to say that I appreciate each and every one of you that show up here on these programs, on this Q&A. We've been turning the Friday Night Alive and the Sunday Night Alive into a Q&A. I set my alarm today for 30 minutes, so I'm hoping that you'll stick around. I hope that wherever you are around the world, my friend, you're making your day super fantastic, terrific, and over the top in spite of and because of. Once again, this is Sunday Night Alive Power Hour, episode number 52. I keep mixing these numbers up. So I want to welcome you. I hope that you brought your mind, a notepad, or a journal, pen, take some notes, and your questions, my friend. So let's see what's happening tonight, my friends. I got a few things that I want to share. Santos Jr. here, aka Soldier of Self-Mastery. I got a little confession to make earlier. I was surfing the web. I got caught up with some comedy, a little bit of distraction. Just a little bit. Every once in a while, you got to splurge, right? So I'm truly excited once again to be free. I'm truly excited to be in the United States. I'm truly excited for the grace and the mercy of our Creator that enables us to do what we can do to make ourselves better people. I don't know about you, my friends around the world, but I want more of the good stuff to prepare me today, because I know that there's going to be difficult times coming. And obviously that's a given, right? We all go through difficult times, difficult people. We lose jobs, businesses can go awry. And if we're struggling, if we're struggling with some kind of an addiction or behavior, we definitely want to conquer that. Because I don't like I didn't like, and I don't like to look back at my life way back there of the person that I used to be. So we're going to be back here once again on Friday, 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Invite somebody, bring a friend, bring yourself. We are going to be here for 30 minutes. I lied last time and I went overboard. So if you show up late at 4:30, we're going to cut the program off. My friend, if Soldiers of Self-Mastery, if my YouTube channel, if the videos are helping you, whatever you can get out of those videos, out of that free material, if it's helping you, remember, I'm here to help people as I help myself. And of course, it's really all about helping one another. So I'm asking you to give. If you can give $25, $30, whatever you can give, make sure that you support this mission. The link will be right there at the top of the chat. You can check that out. If you haven't subscribed to soldiersofselfmastery.com/happier, I would encourage you to do so that you can keep up with our news and everything else that we're doing going forward. Let me see what else. Really, that's all I want to talk about. I want to get into the program as soon as possible because, last night I was just thinking about people going to the casinos. And I'm sure that a lot of people are probably still hungover today. And I'm not just talking about from alcohol. They went to the casino last night, or they went to the casino on Friday and they lost their money and maybe they even lost their mind. And they're hurting. They're hurting today. And my heart goes out to those people. But I'll tell you what, if you keep doing that kind of behavior, we know what the outcome is going to be. So I want to read one proverb. Actually, I'm going to quote it because it's an affirmation that I use on myself just about every day. It's in Romans chapter 12, verse 2. It says, "Be not conformed to this world, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind." I'm going to say that again. By the renewing of your mind, that you may prove what is that good and acceptable will of God. So let me turn my I keep getting these messages. People don't know I'm on the air. So, welcome to the episode. I see there's a few joinees. Sean, welcome to the episode. Gorilla, welcome to the episode. I know there's a few other people. People pop in and out. I think we've got the invisible man somewhere in here, or the invisible woman. So what's on your mind tonight? What do you want to discuss? What do you want to challenge me with? What do you want me to challenge you with tonight in this episode? And believe me, time is going to go by very, very quickly. Good afternoon, Gorilla. Hope that you are doing very, very well wherever you are, wherever you find yourself. James, welcome to the episode. Sean, thank you for being here. Good day. Thank you for encouraging me. I will continue the good work. But remember, I need support. I need help. I need help, my friends. Yumoto, Jim, as intentional thing to do is to think about where is our attention and ask, is our attention on where we want to go? Great point, my friend. Great point. I got a question for you guys. I got this thing that I came up with. I call it the 15-minute mornings, BOC. That stands for Breakfast of Champions. What did you do this morning, my friend, to start your day? What did you guys do? I'm curious to hear what you've got going on, because whatever we do, right, when you eat breakfast in the morning, whatever you do sets the tone for your day. And it also prepares your mindset for the day. So I'm just curious to hear. Chris, welcome to the episode. Made it. All right, man. I tell you, time's going to go by quick. So I've gotten all my house cleaning out of the way. And I don't want to get too much into house cleaning. But I do want to talk about renewing of the mind. Thank you for being here, Chris. I think of positive things like things I'm grateful for. Early in the morning. Okay. Chris, what do you do when you get up in the morning? How do you start your day? Sean, how do you start your day? Gorilla, curious to hear. I'm not going to be doing a whole lot of teaching. I think I'm going to be asking more questions because, well, repetition is key, right? I will say that. Repetition is key. And you may find me saying the same things over and over, and there's a reason for that. I may sound like a broken, or not a broken record, but a fixed record. All right, Sean says, good morning, good blessings to all. I pray in the morning. Right on. That is one of the life hacks that I employ early in the mornings in my 15-minute mornings. Of course, my 15-minute mornings turns into 30 minutes sometimes because I incorporate exercise, deep breathing, affirmations, mirror talks, and a few other things that I throw in there. It's like a buffet, man, that I create for myself every single morning. It's habit, man. But I tell you one thing, it beats getting up, and it beats getting up with a hangover, and it definitely beats waking up thinking about the damage that I caused the night before. Of course, I don't gamble anymore, and I've crushed quite a few other addictions along the way. And that's what it's about, my friends. It's about living the good life, right? But living the good life, there's a price that needs to be paid in order to get there. Yumoto Jim says, I was logged on as Gorilla on my cell. Now I'm on my laptop. Right on. So repetition is important. So what do you guys do in the mornings? I see we pray, right? We pray. That's a powerful, let me say that. I don't take prayer lightly. I do not take prayer lightly. And just because I pray doesn't mean that God is going to answer every prayer in the way that I think it needs to be answered. God's going to answer prayers according to his will. So I leave that department to him. I just come to him, and I try to have a good, humble conversation, and Of course, I confess my sin. Lord, forgive me for my sin. Sometimes I don't know what I do. I fall and I stumble, but I work on myself. So that's important. Laura, welcome to the episode. Good to see you here, Laura. We're talking about 15-minute mornings right now. I'm just asking, I'm curious what you do in the morning before you get your day started. How do you prepare your mindset? And by the way, I'm going to throw this in here. You know, we've got laws, we've got little principles that are operating deep in our subconscious, and those things were put there over time, right? It could be from our childhood, it could be from our adolescence and even our adulthood. But if we find behaviors in our lives, right, our behaviors are a byproduct of little principles that are operating within our subconscious. I didn't know this. I really didn't know it. In fact, I just learned that recently. I understand a little bit about how the mind works and behavior and life hacks and stuff, but I really didn't comprehend that there's little principles operating within the subconscious of our mind. And from those laws, those little principles, our behaviors come. And that's why you can't deal with the behavior. You can't try to stop the behavior. It doesn't work. You got to get to the principle, right? You got to get to the foundation of what's causing that behavior. And of course, that's inside of our subconscious, inside the subconscious part of our mind. Sean, mirror talk as well. So you actually get in front of the mirror and look at yourself and talk to yourself, man? That sounds a little crazy. I talk about that. I talk about that in the Little Red Book, of course. I got to get the other copies. This is the older copy. And I'm going to do a little reading in here later before we close the program. I'm going to do a little reading on a page. What page is it even a page number? Why growth and self-empowerment. So I'm going to be reading a little bit. But I want to engage with you guys. Chris, these days it's coffee. Unfortunately, a cigarette. Oh, man. On the back step and jump on social media. I don't know if that's the breakfast of champions, but you know, we got to do what works, man. And I'm not going to sit here and judge you, but I kind of used to do that too. But I've made some major changes. Tina, welcome to episode number 52. Thank you for being here. El Paso, Texas, welcome to the program. By the way, I want you guys to throw some questions at me. I'm not really doing too much teaching. Well, I shouldn't say that because I am. Me and my partner, Cephas, we're getting ready to launch a mastermind transformation group. And we're going to do that through another platform. And I'm inviting, if you haven't subscribed to soldiersofselfmastery.com/happier, I'm encouraging you to subscribe so that you can keep up with what we're doing. If you enjoy, you know, Soldiers of Self-Mastery, and of course, you want to support this mission, it's very important. I know that I ask, it's important for those of you that benefit. And share these videos, share them and invite a friend. So, do I drink coffee? I drink coffee once in a while. I drink a lot of mineral water. Mineral water. Let me see. Tina, I want to get your book later. Well, Tina, if you go to the top of the chat, at the very top of the chat, my personal website is there, and you can go right to my personal website. It's very secure. You hit book at the tab once you get to my website, and it takes you directly to Amazon, and you can purchase the book. If you don't want to buy the book, you can buy an ebook. It's a little bit less. I prefer the book because you can take it with you wherever you go and study. Listen, I want to say something here about this book. Of course, it's not this big. It's actually about this size right here. This is my business partner's book he just wrote recently. It's also on Amazon. Repetition is key. Even if you take one life hack that I've got quite a few exercises that you can do. It's all about reprogramming your subconscious. Don't try to deal with the behavior. I know that may sound strange. Do not try to change the behavior, because you're not going to do it. I mean, you may be able to do it. Some people go through miraculous things in their life. But in my experience, and most of the people that I've talked to, it's been problem on top of problem trying to change the behavior. But if you change what's causing the behavior, if you change the little laws, the principles that are operating in your subconscious, you will change the behavior, guaranteed. Guaranteed. So I ask you, don't just read the book, study it. It's very simple. Just, get into it, my friends. I mean, I really want to emphasize that, because that's what's going to cause you to break these habits. If you have addictions that you want to break and you want to incorporate new habits, right? You don't want to operate on the old ones. You want to operate on the new ones. So I drink coffee every once in a while. I'm very sensitive to caffeine. Thank you, Tina. I'm enjoying your videos. I have gambling issues. I need a lot of help. We all need a lot of help, Tina. I also offer personal coaching, where we, through video, one-on-one, or even in person, if we can meet in person, where I guide you, I help you break that thing. I'm your support, I'm accountability, and there's different methods that we can use, and every one of us is a little different. So we have to find what works best, right? You have to find what works best for you. And it's not ever going to be completely easy in the beginning, but you must find that exercise, that tool, that life hack, and then you work the heck out of it, man. Work the heck out of it until you begin to experience behavioral changes. See, it's all about up here. It's all about changing what's up here. So, Tina, I would encourage you to continue to come and watch the videos, and make sure that you keep a journal. People tell me, well, I don't need to write things down. I don't need to keep a journal. You're making a mistake there. You should keep a journal. You should be writing down things, because then you can go back. It's all about repetition, my friends. That's what's got me to where I am today. I tell you, I wake up happy every single day. Even when I'm angry, I'm still happy, and all these other fears and addictions that I've been able to, through repetition, I've been able to get into my subconscious. I've been able to get inside there. And I'm going to read a little bit out of the red book about the mind and the subconscious in a little bit. We got about 10, we got about 10 minutes left, and we're going to close the program. So, Chris, let me see. I did my first 20-minute meditation last night. Plan on increasing that to when I wake up. Right on. I call it 15-minute mornings, but again, my 15-minute mornings, they turn into 30 minutes or even 45 minutes sometimes. But I'm telling you, I'm excited. I look forward to getting up, and of course, I do deep breathing. I breathe deep 3 times, 4 times. I do that in the mornings, and I do it throughout the day. I do all kinds of stuff, man. Sometimes I do so many things that I probably confuse people. But you got to find 1 or 2 or 3 things that you can do consistently and repetitively. And I tell you, I guarantee it, my friend, that you will change your behavior. Okay? So that's great, Chris. Laura, I used to, but I quit. That's great. That's phenomenal, Laura. So what do you do in the mornings, Laura? What are your 15-minute morning routines and rituals like? What do you do? How do you keep your mindset from reacting to situations and responding, right? We don't want to react. We want to respond. And believe me, that's a work. So what do you do, Laura? I mean to put you on the spot if you want to share with us. I'll wait a few seconds. Tina set a goal to replace gambling with something else meaningful to you and keep watching Santos. Keep watching the videos. I guarantee you, my friends, listen, look straight into my eyes. I guarantee you that if there's some videos that you come across that catch your attention, don't watch once. You know, it's not about just watching it, but you can play it in the background in the morning, you can play it in the background in the evening, and you can hear it repetition, repetition, repetition. Let it get into your subconscious, and it'll change your behavior. And like I said, if you need help, I'm here to help anyone. Hey, Lion 25. Hi, Santos. Can I ask you a question about gambling? You sure can, my friend. Go right ahead and ask me. That's what this is about, Q&A. Let me see. Laura says, well, with God's help, number one, God, number one. I'm not talking about going to church, my friends. I'm not talking about church. I'm talking about reading the scriptures and praying and adding life hacks. For me, number one is prayer and reading the scriptures and memorizing scripture. As I said, Romans 12:2 earlier, be not conformed to this world, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind, that you may prove what is that good and acceptable will of God. That's Romans 12:2. So I usually wash up and pray and drink OJ. I sleep a little bit. Hey, if something is working for you, keep it going. If it's not working, change it now. Change it today, because if it's not working right, you got to change it. Tina says, amen. I'm waiting for a question from Lion 25. We've got about 7, maybe 8 minutes. As I said, I'm going to keep this program 30 minutes today. I've been going overboard, and I'm breaking my own principle. I gotta have some integrity. So the time is going by quick. I sleep like I read our daily bread. There you go. That's part of the 15-minute mornings. Lion 25. What if you win a jackpot of $100,000 and doing a year with that money and lose it all? On our way to Connecticut. That's where I'm from, Laura, from Connecticut, Willimantic, Connecticut. Well, Lion 25. Obviously, my goal in life is not to win any jackpots in the casino, because I've come to the realization that that's all a lie. Even if you win a jackpot, think about this. When you go into the casino and if you do walk out with money, think about all the people that put money into those machines. They're broke. Who knows? Maybe somebody even committed suicide, left their money in the machine, and you win a jackpot. Santos, that's kind of harsh. Well, we got to face the reality of things. This is what's going on in the casinos. If you win in the casino, if you can stay out of there. The problem is that when you win, you go back and then you lose it. That's the problem. And again, I'm not here to advocate gambling in a casino. I'm here to let you know as a warning that anyone that is gambling, anyone that has a problem gambling, or any addiction for that matter, and you don't work on finding the way to change that behavior, you're headed for some serious destruction, my friend. There is no light at the end of the tunnel for the problem gambler that doesn't quit. It's a tragedy waiting to happen. And that's why I'm on the air. That's why I'm on YouTube. That's why I write my books, and that's why I do this program here, because I want to help you. I want to help you realize that it's not about changing the behavior. It's about reprogramming these laws that are operating. You've got laws, invisible laws, kind of like the wind. You know, the wind is a law. You can't see it, but you can see the effects of it. The law of gravity. If you go to the top of a very high building and you jump off, you know what the result's going to be, right? The law of gravity is going to drag you down. We've got laws that operate, you know, the law of sowing and reaping. I've known that ever since I started giving to charities. I have a couple of charities that I personally give to. I've been blessed in return from giving. Ever since I started making these videos and paying it forward, I get emails, I get comments from people around the world. Santos, you changed my life. Santos, my son's life has been changed. Wow, you know, and it wasn't even about gambling. So I get refreshed in return from giving, So, boy, where am I going with that? Anyways, I lost track of thought. Let me see. Line says, because online and YouTube, I see all the vids. There are a lot of videos about problem gamblers that lost everything. And I was homeless with my family. I went homeless. We got kicked out of our home. I've lost at least 2 jobs because of problem gambling. I lived in a shelter. I was humiliated. And I've been able to slowly work my way back. But believe me, I'm still dealing with the issues. 32 plus years on and off problem gambling. In fact, my wife was the one that told me I hid it so well until it began to come out of the seams. She actually was the one to tell me that you got an addiction, man. I didn't want to accept it. I did not want to accept it. But once I accepted it and I realized, man, I do have a problem, I began to work on it. It took me a while, but I tell you what, man, I am just I'm so grateful, man. I'm so grateful that I can be here and look at you guys and tell you that problem gambling for me is a thing of the past, and that you too can break problem gambling. In fact, you can break any addiction if you learn how to do it. If you learn how to do it, and repetition is the key. So, there's Amen Artistry. Greetings. Santos, I hope you had a great day. I make every single day super fantastic, terrific, and over the top in spite of and because of. Wherever I go, it doesn't matter where I am. When I pick up the phone, when I answer the phone, wherever I am out in public, people say, how you doing? I tell them, I'm doing super fantastic, terrific, and over the top in spite of and because of. That mantra, that phrase I started about 2 years ago, it's in my subconscious. And I'm telling you, it's made a difference in my life. You know, it's made a difference. Of course, I do a lot of other things. So thank you. Amen. By the way, you guys need to tell me your names. I don't even know who you are. Thank you. Artistry. I use love and aromatherapy. That helps too. Tina says, also having problems with my husband because of my gambling. Ooh, that's going to happen. That is going to happen. Listen, Tina, you know, you can buy the book. You can watch the videos. Repetition is the key. Repetition is the key. My wife and I, we've been married. We're going on 23 years. She's put up with a lot of my crap. Of course, I put up with a lot of her crap too, but she was not a gambler. In fact, it got to the point where I was dragging her into the casino. And now that, because I've changed and I've crushed it, she doesn't go anymore. She doesn't go. She has her little struggles, but she doesn't go to the casino, at least as far as I know. But it wouldn't be a good day. So I truly hope the best for you, Tina. Get help if you need counseling, Tina. If you need counseling, if you need coaching, I'm available for coaching. But there's always counseling and therapeutic services in your town, wherever you are. Get help, my friend. Get help. Just don't take it for granted, especially a marriage. I don't believe in divorce, and I don't ever want to see that. We're at the end of the hour, my friend. I'm going to do a little bit of reading here before we go. Gambling is worse than cocaine. It can be. It definitely can be. Tina says, I met one person at casino one time who lost his money that night and wanted to commit suicide because he lost his money that night. I told him it wasn't worth doing. And we'll see here. Let me share this before I end. I was going to read from my book that it is hard for people when they begin playing around with the mind, because like I say, either you're training your brain or your brain is going to train you. There's a couple of people that I don't hear from anymore. One of them, a female in particular, I hope that she's still alive. I talked to her probably over a month ago. She had some serious problems. She had the little note written out. She was on the verge of suicide. I've been trying to reach out to her, no response anymore. So I don't even know if she's alive, to be honest with you. And there's a couple other people. I still try to reach out to them. But if there's no response, they were in deep. And believe me, I had suicidal thoughts myself. So I know how that is, man. That's a thought you don't want to play with. You do not want to play with. You got to get rid of that thought quick. So when is the next podcast, Santos? I'm going to be back here on Friday at 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And as I mentioned, we are going to be launching a mastermind group. It's going to be more of a platform where we will be able to see each other. Okay. Time's up. So that's coming. Again, make sure you guys subscribe to soldiersofselfmastery.com/happier so that you can get an email, 1 or 2 emails a week from me, and you can stay in tune with what's going on with this mission. So next Friday at 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time right here. So let me read a little bit, and then we're going to close the program. Okay, this is why growth and self-empowerment. Because of the great results these life hacks are giving and continue to provide. Also, let me share this. The use of imagination ties in very nicely with all of these exercises. By the way, this is out of the book, the older book, the unedited version. You may already know this, and I may be repeating myself again. I say the more the merrier. Immersion, baby. Swim in it. You'll get faster results. I am extremely grateful. Furthermore, I believe anyone can be when you apply yourself to take advantage of these life hacks and experience personal changes, results, and continue to learn from them over and over again. It's kind of like the wallet you carry with you or your phone. I'm talking about the little red book here. Now, take the little red book with you when you're out and about. Read it, write in it, fill in the blanks. The areas of its pages with your insights, possibility, thoughts, and share it with others. Suggestion, a gift. It could be a great gift. I enjoy doing these things. Also, it's good to be read, R-E-D, meditated upon until it becomes second nature. Train your brain. Don't brain your train. So, it's all about getting into your subconscious, my friend, inside your head, and changing those laws that are operating. Because once you change those laws, your behavior is going to change automatically. You see how easy that is, right? Well, it appears to be easy, But most people are trying to change the behavior. No, 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 no. In fact, I probably was teaching that some time ago, but because I'm learning, I'm growing, I'm learning, I'm teaching new things. You got to get into the laws. You got to get into the little principles inside of your subconscious. Change that. I guarantee you change behavior, my friend. So, all right, my friends, once again, we've come to the end of the program. I'll give you guys the floor. If there's anything else that you guys want to share here. Truth, Laura. Yeah. I tell you, it's a dangerous place. It's the devil's playground. And believe me, the devil is real. He is a spirit. Hi, Terry. We've come to the end of the program. I would encourage you to watch it if you missed it. Katrina. You're welcome, Katrina. Chris, the difference between journaling and a diary. Well, there's not too much difference. It's what you do with them. You know, it's what you do with journaling and it's what you do with a diary that's going to make the difference. I typically kind of look at them both as the same, but there is a difference. There is a difference. You might want to Google that and see what you learn on that, Chris. I'm doing a whole lot better. I'm feeling a lot stronger, getting back into exercising again. And yes, it's been a little bit of a journey over the month. I'm still a little remnant, but I'm not coughing anymore. And Terry, thank you. I always watch your program. Thanks so much. Terry, you're very welcome. And I truly hope the best for each and every one of you guys. If you missed the episode, go back and watch a good portion. In fact, I would encourage you to watch this over and over a few times so that it'll begin sinking into your subconscious. It's not about changing the behaviors. It's about changing the little laws and principles that are operating right up here, my friends. So with that said, peace through strength. Appreciate each and every one of you from the top of my heart. Remember to make every day super fantastic, terrific, and over the top, my friends. I'll be back here Friday, 4 p.m. If you truly enjoy and you're getting something, you're benefiting from this ministry, I would encourage you, donate financially. Hey, even if it's $10, $20, $1,000, whatever you can give, support the mission, my friends. It's a secure link at the top, soldiersofselfmastery.com. Help me help others around the world as we help each other. So I was just curious. So I will see you guys on Friday. Peace through strength. Salute.